Hello and welcome back to Starsector. We are trying to get our colonies up and running, but I think to do it, we have to go back to friendly space and get some cash. We've dumped a lot of money into this, and mostly we've just been burning through all of our supplies on a regular basis. So I think we're gonna cook off right now and go do some jumping. Go do some looking around. We still have this domain era mothership hanging out in this sector with us, which, you know, I'd love to get rid of. Apparently, I have a course laid for Beta Dyna, which is this unexplored system right next to us. That's right. We had a couple of unexplored systems right here. Well, I got two options right now. One is go back and get a bunch of money, buy a bunch of supplies, pick up the rest of our ships, and sail back here through all these systems. The other one is just kind of chill out here. My biggest issue right now is I don't have a salvage rig on me. And, but it's a lot of, you know, man, it's a lot of adventure to get a salvage rig right now. And I don't know how worth it it's going to be. So maybe we will just explore. Let's just explore the nearby stars like we had originally planned. Warhammer 40,000 Banished Imperium mod. Ooh. Started a colony without knowing what's near to us? Yeah, pretty much. We found a class 5 planet, so we started a colony. And we have a nearby planet that also has very, very good mining available on it. Some domain era probes. I see sparklies up here. Are they real? They are. A domain era survey ship. Let's go. With some automated defenses, of course. That ain't no problem for us. We've got ourselves this beautiful fleet of destroyers here right now. All the cruisers just no longer allowed to be engaged. Wow. All right, never mind. Who wants to go boom? You guys are really fluxing me up here. I got a lot of herd flux going right now. Thankfully, our drones are doing a lot of the heavy lifting for us. All right. You seem to want my attention the most, so you can have it. We pair really well with this ship because this ship has all those heavy blasters on it. And we have all these ion weapons. Honestly, it just kind of feels like our Aurora ships pair well with everybody. Who's left? Somebody way out there, almost destroyed. He's the last guy. I'm just flying in circles. Dude, I love this ship. I've really come around on it. 2 gamma cores. And a whole bunch of supplies. A junior officer, Lara Austin, has distinguished herself recently and is worthy of consideration for command of a ship. She's got energy weapon mastery and a steady personality. Dudes, incredible. This is enough to go start that colony already. And another 85 supplies. My buddies. We are swimming in it right now. There's another debris field right here we can hit up. And then we're off to the races. You can't complain about that. 400 supplies. Let's head straight down to Valifar. Can you show me just a map? So I believe it is Tartuflet is our system that has like, I think it's like a tier 4 super ultra rich deposits. Your fleet is over cargo capacity. Let's not do that. Don't need those metals that bad. See the Cellar Keeper game where you have to sort different kinds of wines? Reichland, I did indeed. I actually posted about it on the Discord. It looks like it's a bit of a knockoff of the Librarian game, Tidy Up the Arcane Library, but also still seems like it's probably a good bit of fun. I had a great time tidying up that library the other week, so many mods on this game. Yeah, can play as orcs. I'm very curious to see. Mundo, hello. Why am I flying through this one pocket of storm? Just getting myself beat up. I would like to see this new captain we have. What happened to them? It said we, oh, do I have to go into like my quests to do that? Officer promotion candidate. Promote to ship command. Yeah, I'm going to do that for sure. It's a story point, but it's like, I would argue it's worth it. I don't really have a good ship to give them right now, but Lara Austin, AKA, do we have a redeem? I gotta go look through. It's been a bit. We recently had Doc Shaw named. We have all the enough DACAs. Christy, Jimifer. Christy got in first here. But we have room for one more officer, so this will be Christy Marie. And Jimifer will be our next captain. They all look sketchy. It's my ragtag band of captains. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was the planet. Ultra rich ore deposits. Ultra rich rare ore deposits. +3 transplutonic. Moderate ore productions. +2 volatiles. Plentiful volatiles. And the hazard rating is like not bad. It's not great, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to undercrew myself doing this, but it is certainly worth it. I kind of like this planet just being called Tartuflet. Or it could be Turktuflet, which probably would be a little more apt. So you need all sorts of stuff. I'm going to give you an AI core, gamma core. That way you don't need drugs and you need a lot less of everything else. You're building a spaceport. Growth here is rough. Scruff McGruff. I don't think I could be paying that much. Cool. We're importing food. So we actually cover insufficient accessibility. That will fix, I think, as our farms get better on the other planet. Commerce. Regulation giants and infrastructure increase thriving independent trade. Greatly reduces the degree of direct control the administration has over the colony. Adds an independent open market that the colony's owner is able to trade in. A low-level semi-permanent bounty on all hostile fleets may be posted as well. Oh, cool. Heavy industry. Production of heavy industrial equipment, supplies, and weapons. Producing barely space-worthy starships. A nanoforge can be installed. Domestic and luxury goods, one of the few industries relatively unaffected by the collapse due to its low-tech nature. Demands organics. Mining is the obvious choice here. Demands a lot of drugs, apparently. Metal and metalloid ores, organics, and volatile compounds all require heavy equipment, special infrastructure, and a skilled workforce to extract. Harsh work attracts a certain type, and administration that is willing to look the other way now and then may find itself running short on willing personnels. And then probably refining is the other industry here. Domain ruins. Oh, cool. It is going to cost us 100,000 to get mining up and running, so we can't build it right away. Is one of the only problems. But I guess our colony is started. This guy is offering bounties. Any of them nearby? Not really. Not at all. You're close-ish. But he's still, like, this is the core worlds here, right? So that's kind of that, like, pirate sector. Yeah, I don't think we have anybody here. We got to get some admins and stuff soon, too. But that'll all come in time. Well, our biggest issue right now is supplies. So why don't we just check out the new conclave? Because we haven't explored any of this yet either. This is all already explored. Fingers crossed that all goes well, I guess. Paul tells us it's a good idea for fuel production. Oh, okay. Not gonna lie, very resource-rich planet. Yeah. Yeah, well, that planet is very good. I think it was class 4. Seems like you just started. Also, hello, Temp. Hello. Good morning. Welcome. Jim Furs, whatever you want them to be. Pronouns what? You? They can be anything they want. They're like a Turg. Turg can also be whatever they want. Turg is all of us. Ghosts. I'm surprised to see those fleets all the way out here in the black. Now we're getting caught on way too many storms here. Can I thread this needle? The answer is no. Oh my god, dude. I'm actually out of supplies because we had so many storms coming in here. Okay. Let's do a remote survey. Class 3 toxic world. Yeah. Krampus. I'm basically just looking for domain error probes right now. 38,000 monthly income. Ow. No atmosphere, cold, low gravity. This is really not good. Oh, here we go. Here's a debris field. Thank God. Two? Ah, man, not having this salvage rig is really... Okay, there are some other big debris fields here, and this looks like some sort of unidentified entity. 3 harvested organs. All right, there we go. An orbital habitat. That's very good. Just getting some preliminary surveys. Food, luxury goods, drugs, metal. This is all excellent. And a research station. I'm a bit worried about not having enough here to take anything off this research station, but transmitter inside the station sends out an encrypted broadwave signal. Whatever it's meant for has to be nearby. Your fleet has a 25% bonus to the amount of fuel recovered. Holy Shazbot. A Pylum LRM catapult. The catapult launch system produced a higher concentration of fire. Second stage hits on shield have a chance to arc through weapons and engines, dealing 500 EMP damage. This doesn't have ammo. This is a 4,000 range large missile with no ammo. Now, it is like mostly hull, but it also does EMP. This is incredible. That's an amazing weapon. A breach SRM pod as well. These are also really good. Limited ammo 50. Anti-armor missile. A hyper velocity driver. Anti-shield medium ballistic. A phase lance. A prox launcher. Long range pods. A tactical laser. We got mining pods. What do we have here? Integrated point defense AI. Cool. Phase anchors. Reduces phase cloak activation cost to 0. Increases flux dissipation and weapon recharge rate by 2 while phased. Oh, this is the one that automatically lets you jump out of phase combat. Missile blueprint package. Heavy industries can conduct missiles. Anubis class experimental cruiser blueprint. Revenant class phase tender blueprint. First point defense laser blueprint. Dudes, we just jackpotted so hard. We jackpotted all over my face. Revenants, Anubises. I don't even think I know what these guys are. The Anubis is a big experimental cruiser. 1 fighter bay, 3 large energy, and 2 medium universal with a temporal shell. Rare experimental prototype developed by Tritachyon. Nearly full arc coverage from 3 large energy turrets. New flux paradigm of management is set to directly interface with temporal manipulation. This is going to be a tasty guy. What was the other ship we just unlocked? I've already forgotten its name. This is crazy. This is 2 really good high-tech stuff we've now found. Revenant. Phase tender. A stealth freighter, which employs phase technology to support covert fleet operations. It's not cheap or efficient, raised up from a dusty set of databanks hidden on an unmanned rock orbiting a nondescript star for 100 cycles after the first AI war. Revenant schematics provided an immense boon to the logistics of Tritachyon raiders during the second AI war. Hegemony lawyers considered declaring the design illegal, but evidence of alpha-level AI influence was deemed insufficient. Lead prosecutor insisted so strongly this was self-evidence of the work of an alpha that the High Hegemon found its politic to recuse them from proceedings. Phase field hull mods. delicate machinery. Rate of in-combat CR decay after peak performance by 50%. And an active flare launcher. Dudes. This is nuts, though. Mining pods for carriers. Super good for the price. Yep. We're out of supplies. When have I heard that sentence? Never. Never again. Bother to look through destroyer-class ships and Starsectors. The Medusa is the top contender for most survivable. Yeah. 600 cargo on this guy. Yeah, that's a lot. We're going to be using them faux show. I can't wait to put this pylum on something. We also just found some spark. These are remnant fighters. An autonomous AI fighter, the Spark is a tough and agile interceptor with no need to protect a human pilot. The chassis cradles a miniaturized shield generator. That's got to be, like, illegal, right? That's got to be illegal. That is amazing. I'm putting that on my ship. They're interceptor drones as well. I'm quick saving. I want my salvage rig back so badly. Well, we've got all this, like, food. Obviously, this metal is not much value, but... Dude, there's a lot of other planets still here. 36 a day on supplies. Oh, yeah, these guys got really donked out. 1.7 a day, 1.8 a day, 1.1 a day. You're taking 6.5 a day. Oh, just because you're under CR. That Tox planet was the most valuable. Just we're bleeding supplies on repairs right now so much. I am over fuel capacity. That's interesting. Let's not fly into the corona of the sun. But I will fly over to this planet. I don't really have the supplies to be checking everything right now. Could head close to this. Anything of value? No, that's just an asteroid field. Okay. No need to go crazy here. Remnant equipment is illegal. I wouldn't say that remnant fighters are good. I mean, I feel like they're very much what I want to be doing. My goal is to have as many, like, AI ships as possible. Deep down, that's what I want the most. A little bit extra juice here. Interesting. Okay, I'm back kind of, like, bad on supplies right now. We really burned through a lot on those repairs. I have an option. I could do this, or I could actually come up to this neutron star. You know what, man? Every time I fly around a neutron star, I take an insane amount of damage. So let's not do that. And let's just check out these nearby systems instead. Hello. Accept the comm request. Thank the stars you showed up. Our tanker had an accident. We don't have enough fuel to get back to the core worlds. We need 10 fuel. How about I take on some of your crew instead? Man, I'll no need for payment, man. We have got 10 fuel to spare. Won't forget this. You have a nice day, fellers. A lot of big asteroid fields here. I guess we might as well do a remote survey. Class 1 world. So this place is a mega bust for sure. I'm mostly just hoping to find a probe, which I don't. Decivilized. There's no stable ruling polity here. Civilization has collapsed. Current population is effectively unknown. Groups of survivors, bandits, and looters can be detected. Interesting. You're a red star. You're a neutron star. Let's go down to these orange stars. I have like less than 10 days of supplies. I'm not feeling particularly good about the supply shortage that we are permanently under. I will like it when we can produce some supplies on the regular. Or at least have our ships, our colonies be trading for supplies. I don't suppose there's any way I can, like, do this remotely? I can. Oh my god. Way station. Increases the range at which slipstreams are detected. As long as the demand is met, allows the colony to stockpile fuel, supplies, and crew, even if it does not produce them locally. I did not know that we could build this stuff remotely. I would have done that a long time ago. Now, there's a 6th slipstream down here right now. You have a planet in here? Oh no, that's just the orange star. There's one planet in this sector, and that is it. Class 2 volcanic world. I think we're in big trouble again. Always. Yeah. I think we're in big trouble again, always. Again, that's a neutron star, but I might not have any choice given our supply shortage right now. We're about to be tapped again. All right, YouTube. I'm going to note out the no backseating comment in the title. Because y'all are the worst for it. Ah, man. I jumped into a neutron. Bad neutron jump. You're going to rip my ship apart. Oh, right in the middle of it. That sucked. That sucked big time. That was a big blast. It's okay. We have a lot of like Sierra to lose before this gets out of control. I don't think one barren world is going to be worth going to. I'm going to just ping the remote survey so we can see what class it is. It's a class 1 barren world. Yeah, I'm not. We're getting out of here. Dude, I hate neutron stars. They are big suck. I pretty much have to wait until we can trade for supplies. Hello, Dram class tanker. What are you doing out here, buddy? Oh, you're in terrible shape. I'll take what I can. All right, I gotta try to avoid these storms. Then we'll do an emergency burn through the slipstream. Okay, that's not too bad. So far, so good. God, there's so many storms here right now. Okay. Here's where we live. Can't wait to kill that mothership, man. That's going to be a great day for us. Somebody just jumped off planet and turned a transponder on, which is kind of cool. So, I guess these harvested organs, this metal, these volatiles, transplutonic ore, drugs, luxury goods, food. Wow, there's a lot of food here. Maybe I can drop some fuel off as well. I do want to try refitting. Yeah, because right now we have wasp interceptors, which cost 5. Spark interceptors cost 8. What kind of weapons do they have? Energy beams. Point defense energy beams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd like to see kind of how they compare. Point defense lasers and proximity mines. That's right. These guys just have burst point defense lasers. Maximum engagement range is 4,000. Replacement time 3 seconds. Versus 10 seconds. 320, 150. 320. Ah, wasp interceptors don't have shields. Oh yeah, these are way, way stronger. They literally have 3 times as much hull integrity. Their fragility begins with a tell if faced with point defense weaponry, but a lack of pilot on board means losses are more easily absorbed. Dude, I'm gonna try running these guys. I don't want to lose any vents. But I think we could switch those out. Just drop a little capacity for this guy. The title is important, but I can't read. Out of supply? We're never out of supply. Yeah, Boldwanok, if you don't stop by, I'm gonna like mute you on. we gotta make the mistakes, and we gotta discover how we do things, right? We have systems up here. We can go loot. We can leave some of our ships behind here as well, and just like decide who we want to take. But I'm also wondering, like, can we not just stay? I guess the question I have is, can we stay on a system? Because we do have this way station here now, right? Drop our wasps off here. 37 days left on the way station. I'm going to be able to put an AI core in here, which will reduce some of its demand. Monthly upkeep. 1,500. Yeah, the Gamma Core is still best on population and infrastructure. Commanded by the way station. Desired import volume. Insufficient accessibility. No active comm relay. 50% for the spaceport. Yeah, it's a funny thing where we have hostilities because we're part of Tritachyon. But that's at least going up here a little bit. I would really like to get an orbital station in here. Ground defenses are 150. Patrol HQ is 300. Currently, we can only have one industry. Once we get up to colony size 4, we can have 2 industries. Okay. So we got to leave some guys behind. For sure. Kind of thinking about like just taking something like a Starliner. Fuel / light year jump costs. I guess like what's in the best shape? You are at 56. But everything we fly is going to start blowing up. Not having this salvage rig is really cut me back here. Are the colonies profitable? Yes. Yeah. Not very profitable, but a little bit profitable, so. Don't even remember what produces supplies. Suppliers. The way station will import supplies for us. I think I'm just gonna do this. That's crew, transport, fuel, and 1 ship. There is, was it in the Zahra Nebula? No, it was in the Hufra Nebula, right? Trying to think about like where that one Ludic base was, but you know what? They're not going to want to trade with me anyway. I legit think my best chance right now is just run up here and get some supplies. It's either that or go into this neutron star. 1.6 days. 8.5 days. It might be going to this neutron star. Do I need the crew transport? The thing is that, like, they are also my cargo supplies. So, like, if I store him, I lose pretty much all my storage. I don't need this much crew, though. So I'm going to leave a bunch of them behind. I guess I can leave this in, like, resource stockpiles, though. Must be in range of a comm relay to view global market crew. Then, yeah, I mean, I guess I do have... What would this provide us with? Oh, the way station. It's funny that my credits per month go down. Shortage countering 900. But that doesn't affect, like, my growth or my stability at all. So I think I'll just leave that be. This guy's got us a pirate base and a potential contact. This guy says, I'll give you 39,000 if you go and deploy a spy satellite. Where to? In the Port Say, in Tritachyon space. No, I'm not gonna do that. 94 supplies to repair. Okay, let's hope for the best. Yeah, the only people we seem to get out here is Luddic pilgrims. Which, I mean, I could rob them, but this looks like it's just a neutron star. It is just a neutron star. Well, yeah, at least it's been explored. $48,000. I'm gonna not spend any money, I think. You have a spaceport. And foolishly, I've not left any AI cores over here. I tell you, I could make improvements on this planet, though, and I think I would like to do that just to get the stability up by 1. Somehow that gives you 9 stability. There's a comm relay in this place that apparently I have. Buddy, okay. Well, I should definitely build a mine here then. Well, I said I wasn't going to, but that's going to produce me a lot of goods, so... Oh, this is a nightmare. Try navigating through this deep hyperspace. This has definitely been my problem, is that I just keep going through too many storms. And I'm now realizing that, like, this is the reason why I'm always out of supplies, is because I love storm hopping. Which I know I could apply shielded. There are things you can get so that these storms don't do so much damage. S-mods and stuff. Two planets? Class 2 volcanic world. It's not looking like a lot out here. But you never know what might be hiding in that asteroid belt. Or maybe by that sun. It's not looking great. Nice corona, though. Oh, very cool. This is not great for us. I really need some domain era probes. So funny, we were like so rich in domain era probes there for a while, and now it feels like we're not finding any. Yup. This is also why I quick save, in case we have to just jump back and see if we can race to the core worlds. I do believe we've got us some pirates. In fact, I do believe that is a pirate orbital station. That we can purchase supplies at. Oh my goodness. How many of these can I afford? This is huge, dudes. This is actually massive. A pirate station this close to us? Oh, this is real good news. How's my fleet right now? Oof. Oh, they got salvage rigs out here. I love how pirates have black markets as if, like, it's not all black market, you know? The Station King. An independent proprietor has come to my humble outpost. Whatever for. We have business to discuss. You've decided to be civilized about it. The fringe is dangerous. My people hungry. You provide me with 10% of the gross income of your colony, and I will see to it that my compatriots protect your trade lanes and rein in desperate scavengers who might feel enticed to raid for much needed supplies. Requires a non-civilian capital ship in your fleet. Our colonies are not making a lot right now. What if I said 10% is too much? I'm afraid my compatriots will accept no less. I must provide. A king who does not provide. As the king of a gang yourself, whatever you want to call it, you understand. We're all shackled to a great chain. The weak must pledge what strength they have to the powerful so they are not crushed. So you're calling me powerful. I realize that he's walked into a trap of his own making and coughs. Possibly even among equals. We must contribute where we are best able. Dude, I'm not making a lot of money, so 10% is really not a lot of money for my colonies right now. And if it means I'm not attacked by pirates, I think this is a good deal. Colony crisis. Deal made with the Pirate King minus 40. Tag Cleopatra. At least for right now. You know? See pirate bases and bounties and exploration. Yeah. Going through storms is fine, but if you don't have haulers and adequate supplies for long voyages. Yeah, it's mostly just that like supplies have been so expensive. We got a woman smoking in the corner who says, I want you to assault this core world. Assaulting an independent prison in hegemony space. Are we at war with the hegemony? No, we're only at war with Luddic Path right now. I have 30 Marines on me. This is pretty cheap. We have enough supplies right now that we could fly into core space. But I'm also like, do we need to fly into core space if there's a pirate outpost here that I can resupply at? I'm not sure that I do need to. I'm gonna decline this right now. And I guess the real question is like, are the pirates still going to attack my ships? Here's something. You're something in here. Domain era probe. It's exactly the kind of stuff I'm looking for right now. Except that I am not repaired enough to be able to take that. But for sure, we're going to be coming back to this sector to resupply on the regular, so... did we do a remote survey here? I don't think we did. Class 1 barren world. Yeah, they're all barren worlds. All right. Keep looking around in the meantime. Get some good repairs in. We'll not be doing intense surveys at this moment. Majority of newer players get drawn to Tri-Tac as their first faction. It just seemed to me like that they had the best ships. They had the coolest carrier, which is particularly why they interested me. Because I really wanted to have a big carrier ship. Like that's our win condition right now, is to get the Tri-Tac carrier. I guess I might as well explore this place as well. Oh man, just knowing that there is a station out here is such a... I feel great relief. I gotta tell you. A civilian transport. Attempt to open the pause. Get 78 harvested organs. Nothing like some fresh organs. There's even a little slipstream coming up here right now. The way station at Turgirth is complete. So, can I assign an AI core? Must be present at the colony to manage that. Okay. But that will drop this down to being fully supplied. Profitably exporting 2 units of food and controls 1% of the global market share, bringing in 2,450 credits per month. Exports are reduced by 3 due to insufficient stability. No active comm relay. So the next thing you need is probably ground defenses, because the orbital station is like 250,000, I think. I think we go ground defenses, orbital station, patrol HQ. Seems reasonable. Mamma mia, we got some probes here. Looks like a lot of stuff here. Automated defenses. God, I'm not even flying my good ship. Survey ship. Hot damn. Loot. That'll do it. Okay. If that's the case, I'm actually going to fly directly home. I'm going to pick up the rest of our ships. Then I'm going to go back to Pirate Station and buy a salvage rig. You're going to have to cut that. Yep. Let's go this way. Gonna hit some of them no matter what, but Academy shuttles do keep coming out to visit us, which is nice. Yeah, we're doing all right here. Prospectors. We're getting visitors now. So at the dockside bar, this guy's like, I need a bunch of stuff brought up. These guys are trying to get off the station. 31 suits. Ah. I could have these mercs locked up. I have a duty here. I'm going to need to know why you're in trouble. I can't do that, boss. I look after my squad, one and all, and they look after me. It's how it works. If you feel like you have to call Munisec, call Munisec. We won't hold it against you. I don't know what the downside of this would be. I guess have them locked up. Security squad will be there soon. The merc leader size looks remarkably accepting. Let us have one last round. I'll allow it. They perform their last orbital drop and are cheering as security officers file into the bar. There are alarmed looks. End of the line, me hearties. Go easy. We had a good run. Okay. So, I would like my cruisers back. My little tanker. And that guy as well. Right. This guy goes near the end. And then it goes like that. Actually, that guy I can leave. We'll take the big cruiser. This is a lot probably to repair these guys. I don't even know if we have that much. Sorry, you guys also have to switch sides. So that's my ship. I believe this is Jareth's ship. This is the other big ballistic. So I think that's Stinky Pete. No, I think that's Dr. Sean, actually. This is a laser ship, which is run by Caracas. And this is the other laser ship, which will be run, I suppose, by Christy Marie, looking at this. You have point defense, gunnery, and combat endurance. It could also be you. You're going to have to be mentored. Cautious, steady, aggressive. Steady is fine by me. And then you guys are just flying support shuttles at the moment. All right, how expensive that's going to be. 164 out of 177 supplies for a repair. That's okay. We'll repair on the road. Boop, boop, boop. I could probably take a bunch of this food to the pirate station. Honestly, I don't think that'd be a bad idea. And I'm going to crew up as well. End of the month, this is going to cost me $38,000. Not totally certain how that works, but sweet. So now we have no incorrect amount of needs here. A lot of great ships. The Omen, the Tempest Fury, Aurora, Paragon. Yeah, plenty to choose from. With the good ships in every class, but the bigger and more competitive they get from the other factions. Yeah, they're also like super expensive, which has been one of our biggest issues right now. It's just trying to like, you know, keep supplies in check. So, was it Alpha Anyan? Yeah. Yeah, I assume we can just do all these repairs on the road. And burn a little less cost. Those feel like they're pirates heading towards my system. Definitely what that looked like to me. Little solar storm action. Let's just cut through here. Out of supplies. Something floating there, but ow. Okay. That worked. Didn't make as much money off that food as I was hoping, but all that stuff off the black market as well. Okay, only one ship is in like bad shape here. Modified Atlas custom super freighters. Few are later found at the broken heart of a sharp spray of impact debris. Others earned a pirate's second appraising glance and are hauled off to secret shipyards. Accelerated ammo feeders. 2 large missiles, 2 large ballistics, 4 medium ballistics, 6 small ballistics. Wow. Dude, I do really want to do a pirate run because I feel like that would be a ton of fun. Salvage rig is going to cost me 23. Or it's going to cost me 23, so I'm a little short on cash. I know the location of a paladin point defense system. I don't have the money for it. Part of me's like, well, I could sell fuel. No, I could sell crew. Not really worth it. We know that there's a domain era probe there. Just picked up 8,900 in monthly income. Has it gotten that bad? Stockpiles drawn by my fleet. Ah, so, okay, yeah, I lost a ton of money for stealing all that food and crew. Huh. That's so funny, because when you give crew, it's not like they're like, you're going to get a bunch of money at the end of this month. They're just like, yeah, thanks. Mining at Turk to Flet is complete. So again, they need an AI data core. But you're producing a bunch of extra stuff. Yeah, if I bring data cores here, they'll be in really good shape. Hazard rating of 15. It's crazy to me that this place doesn't make money. Considering what it produces. Okay. Nah, so these guys don't go in the order that you have them in, so that's good to know. Do you think Disturbed Regrets is what they will ever be known as? Dibs on the livers with a nice Chianti. Livy, hello. Drac, hello. 20% access is a big problem. You need a way station for sure. Yeah, I will, yeah. Is the Omen expensive? I was quite a couple at the beginning. Kept them in the end since they're that good. More expensive than a Lasher, but maintenance is slightly higher. I think it's, yeah, they just use a bit more maintenance. I don't think it's like crazy expensive to use the high-tech chips. We have our sick, cool fighters now. Cool, so I can just press the Z button and those fighters go out and just start destroying stuff. And they're actually so good that they're just blowing up everything. We'll ion this ship to shreds so it can't do anything to fight back. Homie comes in with the big guns. Do a little vent. Man, the fighters are awesome. Resistant flux conduits decreases the amount of EMP damage taken from weapons such as ion cannons and increases flux dissipation rate while venting by 25%. Nice. 3 gamma cores. Okay. Heavy machine guns, Vulcan cannons. That's all good. That's all gravy. We can also then salvage and salvage again. And I gotta assume I could just destroy a pirate fleet with no penalties. As long as they don't know who I am, which they wouldn't because I don't have a transponder on. Or I should say they shouldn't, because I don't have a transponder on. We are neutral. I guess because I'm paying them to protect my shipping lanes. Since you like the fighters, might I suggest the Legion? Like the Persian League? Can't wait to see the consequence of using cores in your game. I mean, I really want to get to the point where I'm just like all my ships are running AI cores as much as possible. Honestly, dudes, I think just like take your engagements as you will. We got 2 there. Let's go for this big guy. Damage control, ballistic mastery. Oh no, apparently we want to go for this guy first. These ion beat. What is this? What are these? Like little drones. Oh, I wonder, are these like prox mines or something? Get out of my way. There we go. That guy went boom real fast. You also went boom real fast. These pirates are nothing to our fleet. Okay, the fighters are nuts. Consider ship recovery. Standard combat freighters. Yeah, I don't really want any of these. I just want that wreckage. One new hull variant, simulator update. Ah, dude, I'm at war with the pirates with Tritachyon, so I'm also getting paid and getting points with Tritachyon for doing this. Well, that's all the more reason for me to keep doing it then. +1 stability, +2 burn level. I mean, I might as well like hack this while I'm out here. At the very least. Find them and collect them in space, yeah. The Legion is hegemony. Okay. Did they have a better carrier? Because the Tritachyon has a carrier with like 6 fighter bays and a special fighter ability. Also, now that I have supplies, I could actually perform surveys on these worlds. Where are these guys? Babies. I'd rather fight a big fleet. Still like chewing through supplies here, man. But you're also still creating supplies for me, so Sell you all that junk. Wait. I was really hoping to buy that salvage rig. 23. I gotta do that though. Probably sell off all this other stuff. Light assault guns, hammer class torpedoes, mortars, mining laders. Reapers I'll take. Salamander MRMs I'll also keep. Rest of that stuff I'll keep. $80 supplies? I mean, it's better than nothing. Storm needlers. Ooh. Locust SRM launchers. Small anti-craft. Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys got some okay stuff. Pirate Corsair. Unidentified fleet. I could chase this Pirate Corsair. Alternatively, we could just go back here. Which, like, we have enough supplies, I'd say, right now. So I think let's do that. Yeah, we're on a bit of fix up right now, but we're almost through it, so. What are we doing this morning, Doc? Hello. We're doing a little trading with pirates out by our colony. We set up our second colony this morning. Oh, we're at war with the hegemony. And then we just met some nice guys and we're doing a little exploring with them. Dealing with nearby mining drones, nearby domain era remnants. I love just sending the fighters out. That's so good. Ooh, my shields. That was a bit of a whoopsie. Yeah, let's keep moving back here right now. Just because I really fluxed myself. Okay. All these ships right now are coming after me. There's good and bad with that. All right, I'm just gonna do this. I haven't really figured out, like, how dangerous it is to flux in combat, to vent in combat. They do say it's not a good idea, but... This dude's like, I got turned. I'm getting ripped apart. Up next. Number 2. I just love disabling all of their weapons with ion, like EMPs. It's such a strat. Pick through the wreckage. Loads of good stuff. Probe's memory banks has been scrubbed clean. But we can still salvage. And then we can scavenge. And also get lots of loot. Perfecto. It's better than overloading usually. The venting, yeah. Hegemony and League are better carrier factions than Triarch. Triarchs likes having this super ship in a niche. They have a big carrier. Well, now I got to go look at the... Yeah, so the astral carrier is what I'm looking for. So it has 6 fighter bays, and it has this recall device that allows you to teleport all your ships back. Which is what I really like. Battle cruisers. Oof. Yeah, you got some cool stuff. We get phase cruisers with the high-tech stuff. Battleships. Where are the other carriers? The Invictus Dreadnought. We fought one of these, and it was... Wow, such a disaster. Just the most disaster we have ever had of any fight. The Legion gets battle carriers. What is the Invictus? It's low tech. Dreadnought. Vast hangar. What is that hull mod? Number of fighter bays added by converted hangars increased by 1, and its performance matches those of a dedicated fighter bay. All the penalties and modifiers, including the ship's deployment cost, are negated. Cool. The Mora carrier. Yeah, these are 3 times fighter bay. Low-tech blueprint package. Huh. It just has that on it? Battleships, battleships, battleships. Yeah, see, there's a lot of locked entries. Ah, here we go. I can just type in carrier. Battle carrier. Design type XIV battle group. "14th battle group hull mod." The ship is a survivor of the original 14th domain battle group, which founded the hegemony, prime specimen of the domain's decisive battle doctrine, which allows mounting of heavy armor plating by a flat increase with only 8% reduction in speed. Ah, so I guess Perseus is like the heavy armor faction. Huron fast carriers. Targeting feed sends real-time targeting data to fighter wings. Yeah. So they have a light carrier, a fast carrier. And I don't know what you count as. Hegemony, I guess? Interesting. When you overload, your sitting duck can't do anything. When you vent, you can't use your weapons or shields, but you can move and turn. So you could at least turn around and show the enemy your butt while you vent. Oh, okay. But do you take like extra damage while venting though? The battle group that you see here is an up-armored version of the normal hegemony ships. Different weapon slots on the Legion. Okay. Hegemony is armor. Persian is a mix. Okay. Okay. The more we know. You seem pretty bad. Did I do a remote survey here? I don't think I did. Class 2 bombarded world. So this is the most valuable world here. Domain era probe. Heck yeah. Oh, you're a lot of automated defenses this time. That's excellent news for us. The The more automated defenses, the better. I always forget to put my shields up. It's so bad. Ah! Now, these guys are really coming at me one at a time here. Backing themselves up so they don't all have to be ripped apart while their shields regenerate. Too close, too close, too close, too close. Sick. I blew up another ship using that ship's blowing up. I've always wanted to do that. Alright, you're getting pretty fluxy here. I can barely keep track. Yeah, another ship down here still. And away we go. Super jets. That's it. That's everybody. Absolutely dumpstered, man. We're really good against these automated things. A beta core. Amazing. Amazing. That's incredible news. We can take that back to our mining colony. Hyperspace data. Even more stuff. Even more stuff. I'm up to like 400 supplies. I guess let's just perform a full survey here. Ultra rich ore deposits and scattered ruins. Class 2. I'm a little curious about how scattered ruins work. Because we have tech mining, right? Ah, I see. Scattered ruins, extensive ruins, vast ruins, widespread ruins. Tomb for the hubris of the domains project. So you want like good ruins for that kind of stuff. Hardened shields. Reduces the amount of damage taken by shields by 20%. Yes, please. Yes, indeed, please. Don't mind if I do, please. Gas giant at a Tox world. Okay. Don't mind if I do. Hidden 50 armor stat, yeah. Carriers eat a lot of points. I have to assume the front line would be small ships. Oh my god, another domain error probe. I mean, I might as well survey these. Now that I'm not like desperate for supplies. Persian League and Tritachyon are at war. These are garbage. I'm a little curious how you create a colony on a gas giant. I've surveyed everything except this other planet, so we might as well pop down there and check it. The old Tox World. Terrible Tox World. 250 hazard rating. Okay. Not great, not terrible. We still have never explored Beta Calico. So while I'm sitting on a decent chunk of supplies, let's do that. But first, what are all these? Cargo pods. Are these all cargo pods? Cargo pods. Just the junk I left floating in space. Okie day, okie day. Don't skip me through all these storms, please. A distress signal in New Labrador. You know what? I'm gonna do that. It's right here. New Labrador has nothing inside of it, and if it's a bunch of pirates, that's good for me. It is a bunch of pirates. Oh, I said that's good for me. I didn't realize quite how big that fleet would be. So we're gonna have to be reloading that save. I love how every time I've gone to look at a distress call, I've been like, oh no, that's not even. I thought to myself, I was like, oh, pirates fighting me in the middle of nowhere. That could actually be a good fight for us. Not realizing they would have a fleet capable of taking on the core worlds. An unexpected discovery. You know what? I can remote survey this. Class 1. Honestly, you're a class 1. I don't even think I am gonna survey you all the way. Neutron star and a brown dwarf. Brown dwarf. Maybe I should just hit in these planets. Can make our way back. Oh, no, I can't go into the core worlds. Sorry, I'm just realized I'm absolutely negative with AI cores right now. I have so many AI cores on me. Oh, you stupid ghosts scaring me every time. You know what? I'm gonna... Are you a real thing? You know, pop over to the civilian transport and see what's going on. Little topography data. There's a slipstream down here we could take to get most of the way where we're going. So I figure might as well take advantage of it. We don't use like any fuel in a slipstream. Pretty much. Wow, that goes all the way down to Grand Conclave. That's a hell of a slipstream. Sell the AI cores to TriTac, then smile. Well, I'm currently using them myself is the problem. I'm using them to run all of my planets. Manage the colony. Here you go. Have some metal. So, manage AI cores. So I can take... Because the upkeep is like 1,000. You're 15. And you're 15. Yeah. So I'm going to install an AI core gamma level here. I'm going to unassign that core and put in a beta core. And I'm going to install a gamma core here. Your credits per month is up. I need 100 grand for a way station still, though. We have so many hostilities now because of Tritarch that our stability, our accessibility is going way, way down. Okay, so you're importing from our locals. So you demand volatiles and you make fuel. You demand ore and transplutonics and you make metal and transplutonics. You need organics. You then need metal and transplutonics and you can make ships. So to me, it's like this is an industry planet. This is like, I put a refiner on here after, like, as our next industry, and then I put in heavy industry, and then I probably put in fuel production at the end. Light industry could go on our main planet. I don't know what makes organics. Something to think on. Yeah, right now I gotta wait for 100 grand here to get you set up. I do think I'd like to put in, I don't know, probably all of those gamma cores here. Because I sure as heck aren't going to put them anywhere else. You can make organics. Ay, ay, ay. Did we like any of the other planets in this sector is the other question I have. I want system info. Abundant rare, abundant ore. We are ultra rich, moderate ore, plentiful volatiles. Abundant rare, abundant ore. Really hazardous. Abundant ore. Moderate ore. This is like not another... This one's not too bad. Really depends on like what we need. Most of these are like pretty high hazards though. I guess setting up in, if we could set up somewhere in Calico. It could be a good like trading port back towards the New World stations. But there's really not a lot of good stuff in there. We haven't surveyed all of that yet. Or Beta Enyon. We surveyed all the stuff over here, though? No, you have a neutron star, so I didn't want to set up there. This guy was pretty good. He had rich ore and rare rich ore. Yeah, there's not a lot of good planets in this area. Maybe we should, like, head up into these constellations next. That feels like that would be our best bet. Bellico and the Dawad Nebula. Though that being said, I don't have gamma cores on me now, so I could very much fly back to the core worlds and like get our ships back. Which I think might be a nice idea. We could also do some jobs, get some money. Now that our colonies are set up, we can, you know, funnel money in from afar. And we have most of our good ships, so. Does the first colony have organics? Organics production mining. Huh. They do also have moderate ore deposits. Yeah. So I could mine here for organics. And I would get some ore out of it too. All right, that's an option. Oh boy, these storms are not good. You know what? Let's just emergency burn across the slipstream. And we're off. Something we could probably actually look for is like... Are there any jobs on the way back in? Not really. 30,000 for a pirate base. You're a support carrier. You're a bunch of carriers. 21 days remaining, 27 days to get there. You know what? I think I'm just going to lay into the Sahara Nebula. And, God damn it. It's hard to see sometimes where, like, the storms end and begin. We can at least swing by and do some exploration on the way back in. He says, but only if he stops hitting all these storms. What are we absorbing so much with the enough DACA? Dude, when we are not taking damage, our combat readiness is pretty good. When we are taking damage, it's abysmal. Oh God, we're at war with everybody. Why is everything a storm everywhere? Do you only take damage if you're going through on a sustained burn? What? You gotta be kidding me there. You know what, man? Jump in here. Class 1 cryo world. I'm just hoping for some domain error probes on the way in. Ooh, this guy's got a pretty ugly warning beacon going. With stress calls. Which I believe means remnants. Class 2 irradiated. Well, volcanic worlds. What do we got out here? A weapons cache? That's a dormant remnant fleet. And I also feel like maybe I could take a Gauss cannon. Long-range weapon designed to overload a target's shield with heavy kinetic slugs. Harpoon MRM pods, heavy burst lasers, needlers, heavy needlers, pulse lasers, and a Gorgon. Ooh. Minor supply cache. Okay, I think I'm gonna fight these guys. Because I'm also just like... I need supplies, and I think they'll give them to me, question mark? I put you all on protect. What happens? Oh, yeah. You know, I'm just going to cancel those orders. What is this? Oh, sorry. Oh. Oh, for everybody. Just do whatever it takes to survive right now. And we'll take on this big guy. Two of these Aurora classes just like decked out in ion weapons is very funny. Just turns the ship off. Basically. Yeah. That gave me some supplies. I'll take that. And then honestly, I could probably take out this fleet too. It's not a terrible idea. When's the secret game revealed? Embargo lifted 10 minutes ago, so we're going to start playing that very shortly. Once we get into the core worlds, I'd say. Now, right spaceships. Got a few more of these like phase cruisers this time around. Get your shields up. I went way too hard. That guy just rammed me. What a Chad. Okay, I don't love how every one of the ships are chasing me right now. Like, where is this guy going? Why is he going up that way? Junts. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Our armor took a bit of a hit, but start blasting the rest of these guys again. What do you got for me, Johnny on the spot? All your point defense lasers are offline. It's very funny the way the computer cycles their shields. Like, they're very good at not overloading. versus me, who is super fluxed up at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good idea. Lots of extra supply from these dweebs. So the real question is, do I want to keep looking in this system? I guess stubbornly, I kind of do. Just because I'm like, well, if there's remnants, are there also going to be like cool probes here? You know what? Probably shouldn't have, because just the sheer amount of supplies I'm eating in here right now. Okay. It looks like there's a lot of offline ships. The amount to keep us combat ready is not cheap. Lunch is eaten. Back to PoE. Nice. There is a story campaign. Yeah. We haven't done much with the academy yet. Holy smokes. All right, I think that cruiser's going to go offline pretty fast right now, that big guy. He's who I'd like to be hitting. Little ship right here. Get off of me. You, what are you doing? Right up in my grill. Yeah, you better phase out of there. Go crazy. All right, the other two guys are all down here, I guess. So we'll go phase boosting, plasma jetting after them. Go get them, fighters. This game has grills, so it's a romance game. Isn't every game a romance game in this day and age? Who is left down here? And why is he so far away? Like I was like, I gotta not hit that asteroid, and I still managed to fly just directly into it. It's the moment I show up, they finally blow it up. Nice. Spark LPCs, anonymous AI fighters. Salamanders, phase lances. This is all good stuff. Okay, so there's a bunch of like small busted up ships around here. You can put pods in stable orbit? No way, I didn't know you could even do that. There's so many things that we have left. This is a Hyperion. Ah, these are good ships. Very expensive good ships, but they're gunships. I think we're going to take that, and I'm just going to mothball it right away. You are just a little standard shuttle. Service class. This guy's in really good shape. But I don't really want a combat freighter. Okay. I'll poke my nose onto this gas giant because why not? There's also a supply cache right there. Glad we decided to do that. A scarab? Yeah, man, I'll take that. And a ton of good loot. I'm also going to mothball you. Boy, and then I guess if this is the case, I might as well just check this last little planet here. At least this way we have preliminary surveys of the whole place. Extremely hot and irradiated, yeah. Great. Let's get the hell out of here. Hyperions are amazing, can solo capitals like the Onslaught. Oh. Drone ship, heavy missile drone ship. Oh, we're in it to win it now. This could be an ugly fight. Excuse me. I guess... What are you? You're a standard drone ship. Could you maybe kill him first? That's a support drone ship, and that's a standard drone ship cruiser. So maybe I'll have the two of you on him. And then the two of us will tackle this guy. But I am really concerned about the amount of flux this guy is making me right now. There's our homie in for the distract while we vent. Come on, you. Really just stripping the armor off all four sides of this ship right now. Okay, you went very hard on that just then, but... Wow, 2 of my ships got nuked here. Holy Moses. Didn't expect that. I tell you what, how's this guy doing? Fine, I think. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ignore these guys right now. Get all of our ships back together. Okay, the fact that this guy can teleport makes my life a little bit more annoying. How you guys doing? You got him disabled? Excellent. Okay. We'll go on him next. And we'll save that big boy for last. Let's go. That was quite a slam on that guy. I'm gonna turn all of his engines offline here. That ship with the armor-piercing assault guns is so meaty. Consider ship recovery. Recover. No remnant ships out of that, but I don't know. I guess we'll take everything else. I have 1 harvested organ. I think I'm going to leave that behind just so I don't get in trouble. And then we're going to leave. I don't really need to stay here any longer, I don't think. Dry field drained. Stop doing that. I just scanned you. Why isn't my sensor burst working? A Manticore class destroyer. Luddic path. flak canisters. Each canister deals 200 high explosive damage in an area and is targeted to avoid friendly fire. 1 large missile, 2 medium ballistic, 3 small ballistic. Manticore is loved by Frontier officers for its ability to rapidly bring firepower to bear in small engagements, and loathed by domain strategic planners for interfering with the ordinary schema of fleet doctrine. Primary weapon mount and built-in rangefinder are a gunner's dream, but allows the destroyer to be overly extending itself in battle. Yeah, we're pretty anti-Luddic path. So, I'm just stuck getting my drive field drained forever from this guy? Oh, I might as well check this. Reverse polarity ability unlocked. Allows your fleet to travel against the currents of a slipstream. Sick. Oh, also... Colony crisis. A crisis is virtually inevitable at some point, and hostile fleets continually probe your defenses, but where there is danger, there is often opportunity. Primary threat is pirates. Danger is minimal. Colony presence and instability is giving me a +6. Escalate crisis. Something might occur if it reaches 300 points. It'll be determined when it reaches 250. And then another one at 500. I also have a fair bit of money on me right now. Enough that I could certainly set up at least a way station here. Persian Lake merchants. The other thing is I'm realizing is I can just... Now that I've realized if you drop your sustained burn, you don't take damage in storms. I feel like it's much safer for us to do this stuff. Let's head to our favorite station. Oh my god, I have 9 supplies left. Just skimming in here by the seat of my pants. Smuggler, quartermaster, station commander, administrator. Are you an administrator for hire? No. No such luck. I have metal to sell. Transplutonic ore. Best places to sell, 85. This place will sell for 95. This appears to be the best place I could ever sell luxury goods. That didn't sell for anything. Oh, yes it did. Just sold for a very small amount. Might as well sell you my data. How do I have this many weapons on me again? Some of these things I like. Some of these things I don't care about. But most of these are pretty big guns, actually, so I'm going to keep the bulk of them. Fantastic. 17,000. You guys have for sale Cobras, Wasps. Some nice big guns. The black market. Wasps. Nothing too particular. You're willing to sell me Anubises and Furies, but I'm still not quite big enough to buy Auroras and Astrals. But we're so close. I don't need to get many more points with them to unlock these. Yeah, we have a ton of ships in storage here. I mean, I guess it makes the most sense if I can bring all of these out to my colony. Oh, God only knows how much gas that's going to cost me. Let alone, like, these two are mothballed right now. Two ion pulsers, and what else goes on that then? Like a Typhoon Reaper launcher? It's not a bad choice. I'm actually willing to just do that as is. Point defense lasers. I mean, I guess go bursts. And then you could take, what do you have? Small synergy turrets. I could just make you a pure laser boat. Part of me loves the idea of just putting out a bunch of these antimatter blasters. And then giving it like expanded mags. I think probably what I'll do is a ion cannon and two IR pulse lasers. Put them all on auto fire. This guy has no point defense. You have no mods. Yeah, I'll be interested on that. You have the salvage gantry. Adding another ship would increase salvage by 49%. Oh. Didn't realize I could have many more of these. I'm going to give you an efficiency overhaul. And probably surveying equipment. Then yeah, I don't know whatever happened to my other survey rig. I think it just exploded. At this point, that's my best guess. And all these little guys I'm just going to bring out and hope that I can basically assign them to like a patrol fleet. At the very least, we're no longer paying for storage fees. There's some crew here I can also take back. All right, so here's the big question. You are 83, you are 83, and you are 83, no tariffs. I'm gonna buy like another 30 grand worth of you here. If I was to look at the map to figure out how long it would take me to get back to where I'm going. I have enough for a one-way trip. So that seems like a pretty risky decision. So let's buy at least a little bit more gas. At least then I can go to the pirate shipyard afterwards. And I'm going to spend all the rest of my money on supplies. As much as I possibly can buy, I guess. I have enough crew to man everything here right now, so... I mean, there was some debate about just doing some quests while we were here. I need a steady supply of luxury goods from a reliable colonial administrator. Fortunately, I don't have any luxury goods. Right, and there is no colonial administrator here. Just very, very quickly, let's just check the other station here. Why are you pursuing my fleet? Now, I bought a bunch of stuff off the black market, but I don't have any illegal goods on me. Suspicious cargo found. No overt contraband, but there's enough suspicion in your involvement in black market activities that the patrol commander is not appeased by this. Prepare to receive a boarding party. We'll be conducting a very thorough hands-on expectation. You consider it very likely the inspector will do some small but just borderline inexcusable damage to the combat worthiness of your ships during the course of this inspection. Several of your ships report minor but painful losses of operational capacity, but the inspector seemed to be more interested in causing accidental damage than looking for actual contraband. Well, the sucky part about that is just losing 5 relationship with them. Freelance admin. What can you do? Offer to hire her. 5,000 credit hiring bonus and a salary of 2,500 credits per month. I can probably sell $5,000 worth of goods here and still be fine. Cool. This guy's got security codes for the Lotta Church, which we don't need. You've got expensive supplies here, which I don't really need. Great. Did I play Suzerain? I found a demo you might be interested in. I have not, but I do know that they just launched. They're in the process of launching like 3 new games right now. Is the Chio MK2 still alive? I think so. I feel like we haven't lost a ship in a long time. Submerge, he doesn't reach out for a long time. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to wrap up these little bits and pieces here so that we can get all of our stuff back. Yeah, the Chio MK2 is still here. It's going to be going in our defense fleet, so. Imagine if this game had boarding mechanics and fighting like Quasimorphs, right? It's very funny that we've had people like watching Quasimorph and being like, I'm confused. This is where in Starsector is this? What is this ship? An Omen with a salamander? This doesn't make any sense. A swarmer and point defense lasers. That has to be missiles. Small missile turret. Two ammo. This is the ECM package and the ECCM package built in. Oh, that's why I had salamanders, I guess, on it. Because they've got that really good tracking. You barely make any flux. Can I give you something worth putting on here that's worth like 5 points? Extension range of beam weapons, auxiliary fuel tanks, expanded cargo holds, hardened shields. Expanded missile racks would be kind of ideal, but if I used a different type of missile. Ship's top speed in combat. Just give it like hardened subsystems. This is basically just a little support ship. Well, I could give it like an efficiency overhaul and then turret gyros. Could I even do that? I don't think I can. Oh yeah, you could. Okay. Maybe I'll just do that then. Yeah, I'm alright with that. At least gets it up to speed. So, okay. He does do it every now and then, and every now and again he doesn't. Yep. I missed the answer. Did I play Suzerain? No, I haven't. But I do know of it, and I do know that they have like a whole bunch of new titles coming out, which are pretty exciting. Sorry, I'm just realizing like I have all these guys on these rigs that don't need to be here. It's meant to be Karakaz on that one. Okay. I have the Lindworm here. This was originally Erligan's ship. And I guess Stinky Pete could go on the Chio too. And we'll just throw Veneti on this little gunship. There's all my captains, my non-combat ships, and then all my support ships that I'm not even going to be using. Okay. Repair 700 supplies. We have $300. You are growing, but your access sucks. We're not really pulling in enough for that way station right now. You're building a way station. We're going to have to go back there to put an AI coordinate, which will reduce the crew and transplutonics down. But yeah, you still need a lot of stuff here. 3,000 credits a month. Hazard pay here sucks, dudes. But like, the colony's not going to grow if I don't use that. At least not at the moment. So currently we're making 40,000. That'll drop us down to about 20,000 a month in cash. But I think that's just what we're going to have to do. Management bonus. Stability is based on the number of colonies under your personal control. Here's the other little thing is that like there are colony skills here now that we could switch things out. All industries supply more and more unit of the commodities they produce. 50% maximum value of custom ship and weapons produced per month. That doesn't seem that crazy. Where are the other colony things? Oh, that's the only colony upgrade. Huh. Fleet consumption, hull damage, fuel consumption. Emergency burn no longer reduces combat readiness. Repair rate outside of combat. Hull and average damage repaired after combat ends at no cost. Increased resources in battle. Yeah, all right. I'm happy with all those things. None of these can be made elite, which is really funny. So how do you get management bonuses? Having more than the maximum number of colonies under your personal control results in a stability penalty for all colonies, while having less results in a stability bonus. Oh, okay. So if I apply that administrator to one of our colonies, we will get a stability bonus. The penalty of bonus is 2 for each colony over or under the limit. Colonies under admin control do not count for suffering from this penalty. Manage administrators. Can I assign you to a planet? Oh, great question. How do I assign you to a planet? I probably need to go to that planet. Admin. Will that make me more money or less money? Administrative skills, none. Administrative skills, none. Will you level up? I guess I don't know yet. Some buildings can be upgraded in colonies as well. Now that I did not know. Increase production by 1. 4 story points. I mean, this guy is making an insane amount of stuff here right now. I don't even know if putting 4 story points would be worth it. Upgrade to megaports. A vast starport where stars can touch the dirt. Regimented lander gantries and armored fuel tanks are laced together by access roads and short-haul cargo trams, feeding a sprawl of warehouse districts and logistics terminals, all making the colony vastly more accessible. Accessibility bonus goes up to 80% and population growth by 3. So +1 population growth, +30 accessibility. Oh, man. Okay. It'd cost me 300 grand to do it. And it does demand significant additional stuff. Manage item. Stall item. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to get to more cool items like that, but duly noted. Very duly noted. Down with the swords. Someone named Stinky Pete is still funny. But get rid of the D-mods in the fleet too. Yeah, yeah. Started my first colony in a remnant system. Great world, and the system had top quality system security. Just have to be careful visiting the colony. We have a mothership, a domain era mothership protecting our colony, but it's offline at the moment. So, but we can fight it, but the fight is like insanely difficult. So Same way you do with an AI core, yeah. Am I winning? No. Never. But we do have our little colony set up down here in Dinos and Valifar. And we have the pirates up here. Which, honestly, we could probably just kill. But right now, they are providing a nice little support bonus for us. So... I think the next play would be to go out to Belicho. 700 supplies. I mean, I gotta make money is the problem. I also have to bring back that fleet because they're really expensive to keep out with me the entire time. All of these guys are costing me... You cost me 0.6 a day. And I have 2 of them? Damn, dude. These ships alone are the bulk of our upkeep. You guys also cost me 0.6 a day. That's insane that one of those costs as much as one of my Auroras. Sheesh. Yeah, we got to get rid of these guys. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 17, 18, 19, 21... 2, 3, 4. 3 of my upkeep right now is upkeep I don't need. Ish. You know, I would like to have all my officers flying something, so. Think we might be in a hard situation soon. I think we're doing okay. We got some adventures to go out on. I think I'm going to go over to Azeroth as our next plan. We'll do a little bit of searching around here and then probably swing by the pirates and then back down to Alphadina to drop off that stuff. And I think that will be like an okay play for us. And we'll continue building up deep space. We can hunt some pirates and stuff while we're out here as well, because that does make our friends happy in Tritachyon. But we're still a bit off of getting this fancy cruiser. But we're going to have to save it for the next episode. Wow, we're 7 episodes in already. That's nuts. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you back here next time as we head back out into deep space. Until then, bye-bye.